Have you ever had that moment when you realize things aren't as easy as they used to be? Maybe you found yourself reaching for something on the top shelf and feeling a little less steady than you did a few years ago. Or perhaps you've noticed that some of your favorite activities, whether it's walking the dog or gardening, are starting to take a little more effort than they used to. It's completely normal to feel a shift as we age, but here's the thing, you don't have to give up your independence, and you don't have to end up in a nursing home unless you allow it to happen. Now, I'm not saying we can avoid getting older, of course, that's a part of life. But there are certain common mistakes people make as they age that can really start to chip away at their health and independence. And the worst part is, they often happen so gradually that we don't even notice them until it's too late. That's why in this video, I want to talk about 4 of the most common mistakes that can lead to nursing home care, and more importantly, how you can avoid them. The good news is, these are mistakes you can prevent. By making just a few adjustments to your lifestyle, you can stay active, independent, and in control of your life for many years to come. So, let's dive right into the first mistake that could be putting your independence at risk. It's something that many people don't even realize they're doing until they've gone too far. The first mistake, not staying physically active. As we age, it becomes easy to cut back on physical activity. It might start with one skipped walk here and there, or maybe you decide to rest a little longer after doing some light housework. But over time, these small changes add up, and before you know it, you've stopped doing the very things that help you stay mobile, strong, and independent. The first and most important mistake to avoid is letting physical inactivity creep into your life. We know that exercise is good for us, but as you get older, it's even more crucial. Regular physical activity is like the foundation of a strong house. It keeps everything else in place. Without it, your muscles weaken, your bones lose density, and your heart and lungs can't keep up with the demands of daily life. This leaves you more vulnerable to falls, fatigue, and even chronic conditions like high blood pressure, diabetes, and arthritis. I know what you might be thinking, but I'm not able to do what I used to. And that's okay. The key here isn't about running marathons or lifting heavy weights. It's about staying consistent with movement. Whether it's a daily walk around the block, gentle stretches to keep your muscles flexible, or even light strength training exercises, staying physically active is essential. You don't have to go to the gym or follow an intense fitness regimen, just move your body in whatever way feels good. And if you're not sure where to start, don't worry. The next few moments will help you find some easy, enjoyable ways to get moving. One great way to start is by walking, which is one of the most accessible forms of exercise for people of all ages. If you haven't been walking much lately, even just 10 minutes a day can make a world of difference. Gradually increase your walking time to 30 minutes a day, or split it up into shorter walks throughout the day if that's easier. Try walking with a friend or family member, or listen to your favorite podcast or music to make the time fly by. It's also important to incorporate strength exercises into your routine, but don't worry, it doesn't have to involve lifting heavy weights. Simple bodyweight exercises, like squats, lunges, and chair-assisted push-ups, can do wonders for maintaining muscle mass and supporting your joints. These exercises help you retain the strength you need for daily activities like getting up from a chair, carrying groceries, or even just bending over to tie your shoes. The goal is to stay consistent with movement, and the more you move, the more you'll realize just how good it feels. A little bit of physical activity every day will pay off in terms of better mobility, more energy, and a stronger, healthier body. So, don't wait until things start to get difficult. Start now and make physical activity a part of your daily routine. The second mistake, neglecting mental health. Now, let's talk about something that doesn't always get as much attention, but is just as important, your mental health. It's easy to focus on physical health. After all, we can see the effects of not being active or eating well in our bodies. But mental health is just as crucial for maintaining your independence as you age. Many people mistakenly believe that mental decline, like memory loss or confusion, is an inevitable part of getting older. But the truth is, your brain is just as capable of staying sharp and focused as your body, as long as you make the effort to keep it engaged. The more you challenge your mind, the better you'll be at keeping those mental abilities intact. Think about it. if you stop doing the things that keep your brain active, like reading, problem solving, or even socializing with friends, you risk losing those cognitive functions over time. One of the biggest mistakes you can make is isolating yourself or avoiding activities that keep your brain sharp. And don't just take it from me, research shows that staying mentally active can help reduce the risk of cognitive decline, including dementia and Alzheimer's. There are so many easy ways to keep your brain engaged. You could try doing crossword puzzles, learning a new hobby, or even just playing memory games. But one of the best ways to stay mentally healthy is by keeping social connections alive. I know it's easy to get into a routine of staying at home, but regular social interaction is key for mental well-being. Whether it's chatting with neighbors, joining a book club, or even attending a weekly exercise class, staying connected with others keeps your mind engaged and your spirits lifted. One of the best things you can do for your mental health is to make time for activities that bring you joy and purpose. This could be anything from gardening, crafting, volunteering, or spending time with family. Finding things that make you feel fulfilled gives your life meaning, and that sense of purpose is a huge part of maintaining mental health as you age. The third mistake, ignoring nutrition. Now, let's talk about another critical piece of the puzzle, nutrition. It's no secret that the foods we eat play a huge role in our overall health. But as we get older, our bodies require different nutrients to maintain energy, muscle mass, and bone health. Unfortunately, many people make the mistake of neglecting proper nutrition, whether it's because they feel they don't need as many calories anymore, or because they think it's too complicated to eat healthy. The truth is, as you age, your body's needs actually increase in some areas. You may not need as many calories, but you do need more of certain nutrients, like protein, calcium, vitamin D, and fiber, to keep your body in tip-top shape. Without these key nutrients, your body can't function as well as it should, which could lead to weakened bones, muscle loss, and a weaker immune system, making it much harder to maintain your independence. But there's no need to complicate things. Eating a balanced diet that includes fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, whole grains, and plenty of water can go a long way in supporting your health. Try adding more nutrient-dense foods to your meals, like leafy greens, nuts, and beans. A diet rich in antioxidants, healthy fats, and lean protein helps protect your cells, supports brain health, and keeps your muscles and bones strong. Now that we've covered a few of the common mistakes that can lead to nursing home care, we've only scratched the surface. In the next part, we'll take a closer look at 2 more critical factors that could impact your independence, and how to avoid them. Stay with me, because your best days are still ahead. Now that we've covered the first 3 critical mistakes to avoid, physical inactivity, neglecting mental health, and ignoring nutrition, it's time to dive into the next key factor that can affect your independence as you age. The fourth mistake, which might not be as immediately obvious, is one that many people overlook until they start experiencing problems: lack of proper sleep. The fourth mistake, not getting enough quality sleep. I'm sure many of you have experienced those nights when you just can't seem to get a good night's rest. You toss and turn, wake up several times throughout the night, or maybe you wake up feeling just as tired as when you went to bed. It's frustrating, right? But here's the thing, sleep is one of the most crucial elements of staying healthy and independent. It's not just about the amount of time you spend in bed, it's about the quality of your sleep and how it affects your overall well-being. When you don't get enough sleep, or when the sleep you get is of poor quality, it can have a domino effect on your health. Sleep is when your body repairs itself, your muscles rebuild, and your brain processes the information it has gathered throughout the day. Without enough rest, your body doesn't have the time it needs to recharge, and your immune system weakens, making you more susceptible to illnesses. You may find it harder to concentrate, your memory might slip, and even your mood can take a hit. But the biggest issue with poor sleep is that it affects your ability to stay active. When you're sleep deprived, it's harder to summon the energy to get out of bed, let alone take that walk, do those exercises, or enjoy activities you love. You might feel more sluggish, and your motivation to keep moving diminishes. Over time, this can lead to a decline in physical health and a greater risk of becoming sedentary, putting you at risk for many of the conditions we've already discussed, like muscle loss, joint pain, and even cognitive decline. So, how do we avoid this mistake and ensure we're getting the quality sleep we need to stay independent? First, it's essential to create a good sleep routine. Try to go to bed at the same time every night and aim for around 7 to 9 hours of sleep. Establishing a consistent bedtime routine signals to your body that it's time to wind down. Limit distractions in your bedroom, like electronic devices, bright lights, and loud noises. A quiet, dark, and cool environment is ideal for promoting restful sleep. If you're having trouble falling asleep, you might want to consider incorporating relaxation techniques before bed. Deep breathing exercises, gentle stretching, or even reading a book can help signal to your body that it's time to relax. Avoiding heavy meals, caffeine, and alcohol right before bed can also improve your sleep quality. These small changes can have a big impact, helping you wake up feeling refreshed and ready to take on the day. A final tip to help with sleep is getting exposure to natural light during the day. Your body's internal clock, or circadian rhythm, thrives on light cues. Try to spend time outside in the morning, even for just 15 to 20 minutes. This helps regulate your sleep-wake cycle and prepares your body for a good night's sleep when evening rolls around. Now that we've tackled the importance of sleep, it's time to talk about another key factor in maintaining your independence, your social life. The fifth mistake, social isolation. This next mistake is one that tends to creep in as people age, often without them even realizing it. It's easy to become isolated, especially if you've experienced changes in your health, or maybe you've lost touch with friends and family due to the demands of daily life. But social isolation can have a serious impact on your mental and physical health, leading to depression, loneliness, and even physical decline. Human beings are social creatures. We thrive on connection, communication, and companionship. When we spend time with others, we're more likely to stay active, eat well, and keep our minds sharp. We also experience a sense of purpose and joy that can help reduce stress and anxiety. So, when social isolation becomes a habit, it can take a toll on both our mental and physical well-being. Studies have shown that loneliness can have the same negative effects on health as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. That's a pretty startling fact, isn't it? Loneliness is linked to higher risks of heart disease, stroke, cognitive decline, and even premature death. In fact, research suggests that older adults who are socially engaged are less likely to develop chronic conditions, experience depression, or end up needing long-term care. In contrast, people who feel isolated are more likely to see their health deteriorate faster, which can ultimately lead to the need for nursing home care. But here's the good news: it's never too late to reconnect with others and expand your social circle. If you're feeling lonely, start by reaching out to friends, family, or neighbors. Even a phone call or a simple text message can start to rebuild those connections. If you haven't been able to see people in person, consider joining virtual gatherings, like a Zoom call with family, or even attending online classes that interest you. If you're open to it, there are plenty of community programs and local organizations that cater to older adults and provide opportunities for social interaction. Many senior centers host events, classes, and activities that encourage people to come together. Whether it's a weekly yoga class, a volunteer opportunity, or a book club, these are all great ways to meet new people and keep your social life vibrant. And remember, social connection doesn't always have to mean large gatherings. If you're more of a one-on-one person, try connecting with a neighbor or a friend for a walk or coffee. Small, meaningful interactions are just as important as larger social events. The goal is to keep those connections alive. Staying engaged with the people around you can do wonders for your emotional health and overall well-being. Now that we've touched on these critical mistakes, poor sleep and social isolation, it's clear how important it is to keep both your mind and body active. But there's one more essential piece to the puzzle, and it's something that ties everything together: maintaining a positive mindset. In the next part, we'll discuss how attitude plays a crucial role in your overall health and independence, and I'll share tips on how you can stay motivated and hopeful as you continue on this journey toward a healthy, independent life. Keep going strong, because you're not alone on this path. Now that we've covered the first 5 mistakes to avoid: physical inactivity, neglecting mental health, ignoring nutrition, poor sleep, and social isolation, it's time to dive into the final, and perhaps most important, element that determines your long-term independence: your mindset. The 6th mistake: a negative mindset. As we age, we often hear a lot of negative talk about getting older. It's easy to buy into the idea that age comes with inevitable decline. You might hear people say, "I'm getting too old to do that," or "I don't have the energy I used to." These kinds of thoughts, when repeated often, can slowly chip away at your self-esteem and motivation. The truth is, your mindset plays a huge role in how you experience aging. Having a negative outlook on aging can make you feel as though your best years are behind you, and this can limit your ability to stay independent and enjoy your life fully. However, if you adopt a more positive and proactive mindset, you'll find that you're much more likely to take the actions needed to maintain your independence and health. And here's the secret: it's never too late to shift your thinking. A positive mindset can have a profound effect on your health. Studies have shown that people who have a more positive outlook on aging tend to live longer, have better cognitive function, and even experience fewer chronic illnesses. One of the most empowering things you can do for yourself is to start challenging negative beliefs about aging. Instead of focusing on the limitations that come with age, focus on what you can still do. Yes, it may take a little more effort or require adapting some of your old habits, but with the right mindset, you can continue doing the things that bring you joy and purpose. Take a moment to reflect on what you can still accomplish. Maybe you've always wanted to learn a new language or pick up a musical instrument. Maybe you're interested in traveling or trying out a new hobby. Whatever it is, don't let age be a barrier. Your brain is capable of learning at any stage of life, and your body, if cared for properly, can continue to carry you through your adventures. The key is to believe in your own ability to adapt and grow. Start small by setting achievable goals. Instead of saying, "I'll never be able to do that," reframe it to, "What can I do to work toward that?" Whether it's walking for 15 minutes a day, attending a fitness class, or learning a new skill, every small step you take adds up over time. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small, and use that success as motivation to keep moving forward. A positive mindset isn't just about thinking happy thoughts, it's also about taking action and seeing challenges as opportunities for growth. When you see aging as an exciting new chapter rather than something to be feared, you open yourself up to new possibilities. Life doesn't stop at 60, 70, or beyond. There's so much more you can accomplish and experience, and maintaining an optimistic mindset will help you take the first step. Maintaining independence through self-care. As we've discussed, preventing these common mistakes is about more than just staying healthy, it's about setting yourself up for success in every area of your life. Staying independent means actively taking care of your body, mind, and emotions. The habits we've talked about, getting regular physical activity, staying mentally sharp, nourishing your body with the right foods, getting enough sleep, maintaining social connections, and cultivating a positive mindset, are all essential to making sure that you live the kind of life you want. These practices are the building blocks that will help you stay healthy and happy, no matter your age. But there's one more thing to remember: it's all about consistency. Making these changes might feel challenging at first, but the key is to take small steps and gradually build new habits. The more consistent you are, the easier it becomes, and before you know it, taking care of yourself will feel like second nature. Each positive decision you make adds up over time, leading to a stronger, healthier, and more independent version of yourself. Incorporating self-care into your daily life. One of the most powerful tools you have to stay independent is the practice of self-care. Self-care isn't just about pampering yourself with a spa day, though that can certainly help too. It's about making sure your mind, body, and spirit are nourished and cared for in ways that support your long-term health. It's about finding balance in your life and setting aside time for activities that recharge you, whether that's enjoying a good book, gardening, taking a walk, or spending time with loved ones. Don't forget to check in with yourself regularly. How do you feel? What areas of your health need more attention? Is there something you've been putting off that could make a big difference in your well-being? Taking a few minutes each day to reflect on your needs and how you can address them can make all the difference. Another crucial aspect of self-care is asking for help when you need it. As you get older, there's no shame in needing assistance with certain tasks. Whether it's asking for help with transportation, managing appointments, or getting a hand with housework, don't be afraid to reach out to family members, friends, or even community resources. Delegating certain responsibilities can help reduce stress and free up your energy for the things that truly matter. Living life to the fullest. Finally, let's talk about something incredibly important: enjoying life. We often get caught up in the grind of daily routines, worrying about the next task or checking off our to-do lists, but don't forget to make time for the things that make life enjoyable. Whether that's pursuing a lifelong passion, visiting new places, or spending time with the people who bring you joy, remember that the purpose of staying healthy and independent is to live your best life. And you deserve to enjoy every moment of it. As you've seen throughout this video, the choices you make today can have a profound impact on your future. By avoiding these common mistakes and embracing habits that support your physical, mental, and emotional well-being, you can stay independent, healthy, and vibrant for many years to come. It's not about trying to turn back time, but about embracing the present and doing what you can to live your life to its fullest potential. If you take away anything from this video, I hope it's this: you have the power to shape your future. Small changes, consistency, and a positive mindset will make all the difference. Aging is an adventure, and you have the ability to enjoy it with confidence, strength, and independence. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey today. I'd love to hear your thoughts or experiences in the comments below. What steps are you taking to maintain your independence? And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more tips and advice. Here's to living your best life at any age. Keep moving forward, and remember, the best is yet to come.